Hello, beautiful. I know I'm popping in and you didn't even expect me. I wasn't expecting to do this, but I'm feeling the need. I wanted to pop in to see you guys. I don't know who is here, who will watch this afterwards, but when you do watch it, can you just put hashtag replay for me if you watch the replay? If this is a good time for you, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon or 3:15. I'm still trying to figure out the best time for most of you because I want to make sure that we are live when we do share, or that whenever I'm doing some trainings, that you are really aware and you can participate with me in the chat, even as we're going. So I'm not sure who is here. If you are here, just, give me a wave, give me a heart, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, give me something. And if you are watching the replay, go ahead and just hit replay for me. One of the things I want to talk about, and I'm going to post this as well in as part of this post. I answered a question on my personal page regarding forgiveness. The fact that it truly is necessary, but honestly, it is complicated. I will tell you that I'm one that God has blessed me that I don't have a problem in forgiving, but sometimes it can grate you. If we're going to be honest, we're just going to be honest in this group. And I want you to know that sometimes when we go through life, that happens, and we deal with someone who disappoints us, someone who hurts us, someone takes advantage of us, misuses us, doesn't appreciate us, all of the above in those life transitions, the reasons that we're here. When we go through that, it is so important that we forgive. Now, sometimes on the surface, we think that we have. Now, let me back up. For some of us, we really want to hold on to that anger. We want to hold on to the fact that we don't like them. We really do want to hold on to it because they did us wrong. They did us dirty. And we can gripe all day. My goal is for you to not stay stuck, because if you are griping, you are staying stuck. You're giving them way too much power, and we don't want to do that. So what I typed and what I wrote, and I want to make sure I share it with you, is that yes, we are commanded to forgive. So when we take God's command and we say, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do, it's a little bit more difficult than that sometimes. And when we look at it, we recognize they hurt us and they didn't apologize. They did us dirty. They walked away. They pulled the rug out from up under us. And we're like left holding the bag. And sometimes that bag doesn't look so good. Now, I know I'm always telling you, look at the collateral beauty as opposed to the collateral damage. And that changes our thought process, because that's what I want to do, is interrupt that thought. Change the story. Tell yourself something different. It happened for you, not just to you. So there's some beauty on the other side. And I always challenge you, look for what's good. Are you now sleeping in the bed by yourself? Do you not have to deal with the snoring? Can you paint the walls whatever color you want? If you wanted them black or purple, nobody's there to tell you, oh no, I don't like that. If you want to go out to dinner, you get to pick the restaurant. Some of those things might sound simple, but it's freeing. It's liberating. So we want to forgive them for what they did. In other words, we're not going to hold them responsible to try to pay restitution. We're not looking for an apology from them, because most of the time they don't know they did something wrong. They don't understand what they did, and they're not going to apologize. Honestly, most people are not going to apologize, not sincerely apologize. Now, they might say, I'm sorry, but if this happened, and they give you the excuses. That's not a real apology. So yes, it is kind of complicated, especially for us that go through, say, someone walking away. We have to reframe it. It's not rejection, it's redirection. We're redirected to the right spot, to where we're supposed to go, so that we can achieve all that we're supposed to, because they were really honestly holding us down. And because they didn't recognize how great we were, they didn't recognize or cherish what they had, they will miss their water when the well runs dry. It's okay. It's okay if they got another chick on the side and they think she's all that. What he's really saying is that you were just so anointed, so appointed. You were doing outstanding things. You were absolutely awesome, that he could not measure up to where you were. Reframe it. You've got to understand that you don't have to get an apology to have closure, to be able to walk through that liberated door to say, I'm free from all of this and I don't have to be bound. I want you to recognize that there is freedom in forgiveness. You're no longer trying to put them in prison, because even if you did and you didn't give them any bread or water, it's not going to change their thought process. It's not going to change their character. It just showed you who they really were. So when you thought you were putting them in prison, you ended up putting yourself in prison, because they've gone on about their business, doing whatever they want, not even considering the fact that they hurt you. So let's don't give them that power any longer. Let's let it go. The other thing that I wanted to bring to your attention, and there's more, and I'm going to make sure I put that post here, but there's more to forgiveness, that initial one. In order to truly forgive, there are going to be some triggers that'll let you know whether or not you did forgive. If somebody says something to you and it takes you back to an event you haven't yet forgiven, and the only way, lean in, I'm going to tell you the secret, the only way you can truly forgive is by taking it to God. Taking it in prayer, letting God know, hey, I didn't like the way that I felt about this. Be real, be honest. Don't sugarcoat it, because God knows really how you feel, but you got to let it out. So when you let it out to him, then no one else can come back and say, well, I heard her say such and such and such, or they can't bring it back up to you. Because sometimes our good friends that we vented to will try to bring it back up to us. And that's not good either, because they make us relive it. And you don't want to relive it. So if you pour it out to the Lord and then you pray for that person that hurt you, yeah, that's a hard one. That's a complicated type too. You pray for the person that hurt you and you pray that they be blessed. And here's the secret. The first blessing is for them to recognize what they did and to really feel it, because God can reveal that to them. But you pray that they be blessed and that they succeed in whatever relationships they have, whatever business that they're doing. You pray for their success. You can't be mad at someone that you're praying for. Okay? Now, it might start off where, yes, Lord, bless them. And I'm being real. Yeah, Lord, I want them to succeed. And you're really not feeling it. Say it anyway. And then eventually, you'll get there and you can see them. You can have a great conversation, not just cordial, but you can even be friends if you really wanted to, because you're now recognizing that they were at a different level than where you are. You don't have to stoop to their level. But because God revealed it, he allowed you to move to your next level, and you're not going to stay stuck. So ladies, I say, adjust your crown today. Again, be the queen that you are, because you are absolutely beautiful. And I want you to forgive, because as the queen waves, she's pardoning everyone along the path. Have a fantastic rest of your week. And yes, I'll have another message, but listen, I want to do this interview with someone, bring them to our group. I want to do this training. Remember, I said the first Tuesday of the month. That's coming up very, very soon. Let me know what you want the topic to be. Now, I posted a couple options. If you have another one, post that, because I want to meet your needs. All right. This is a group that we're going to have some fun in. I promise you, I want to make sure you're getting not only the spiritual foundation being fortified, I want you to have some mental stimulation. I want you to get some financial savvy out of this. And I want you to be emotionally resilient. Those are the things that I'm bringing to you. Now, some of you might be saying, hey, but I want to work with you personally. You can do that. Go ahead, put a comment in the chat, say, hey, contact me, and I will DM you. You can get on my schedule. You can book a call with me. We can do a 10, 15-minute chat just to see where you are. I want to be able to supply you with what you need. I do have a group that is coming up that is going to really dive deeper than what we are doing today in this. But this is like some of the topics that we'll talk about, and we'll be real, open, and honest about it. It's going to be a safe place for you to come in and to just release all of that. All the toxins, all the triggers, we're going to get rid of all of that so that you can live your best life, that you can confidently live life fully, not holding back, not playing small, but live life fully on your terms. And I want you to have that peace, that inner peace that says, I know who I am. I know whose I am. And I'm not worrying about the emotional roller coasters. Yeah, they've kind of leveled off a little bit. I'm not worried about that. But I'm also having that financial security, because a lot of times that's where our anxiety comes from. We're not quite sure of what tomorrow holds, but we do know who holds tomorrow. So I will see you. Have a fantastic rest of your day. God bless. And I'll talk with you soon. Bye for now.